Welcome back to McPhee Ford. Today we'll be doing a point of view drive and review of this brand new 2022 Ford Bronco Badlands. Now this Badlands Bronco is finished in Cyber Orange Metallic Tri-Coat. Badlands model does include the 17-inch gray painted wheels. It's on an LT 285/70 BF Goodrich KO tires, an all-terrain tire. It does come with the Badlands model. We also do have the optional heavy-duty modular steel front bumper, which does include the steel skid plate there as well. We have full LED headlights with the Bronco logo right there in the middle. We also have the 360-degree camera, so you get the front camera with the washer jet. This Bronco has the Lux Package, so it's the highest spec Badlands you can get. It's also a four-door model with the hardtop. There's your Badlands badge there on the side. We also have the optional keyless entry keypad there. Again, we do have the hard top. You can also get a soft top. That is also an option. We do have the steel rock rails there, which is certainly pretty cool. Part of the Badlands model. We also have full LED taillights here. And of course the full-size spare tire mounted on the back. And this is about a 33 inch tall tire. That's a 285/70, so it equates to about a 32 to 33 inch tall tire, which is certainly pretty cool. You also can option in the Sasquatch package on the Badlands model, which does include the 35 inch tall tires, but this one does not have that. We also have the rear tow hooks on both sides there. Bronco logo right on the back. Now what makes this particular Bronco special is it does have the 7-speed manual transmission compared to the 2.3 liter engine, which unfortunately is a pretty rare option, but I will talk more about that in the driving portion of the video. With that being said, let's hop in, take it for a drive. Alright, and setting off here in the brand new Ford Bronco. This is the Badlands model without the Sasquatch package. So you can get the Sasquatch package with the Badlands, which does include the 35 inch tall tires. So you get the bigger tires. You also get the wider flares, wider fender flares. You get higher suspension, but this one does not have the Sasquatch. You do get actually pretty good tires from the factory, from the standard Badlands. It's about a 32 to 33 inch tall tire, and it's a KO2, so it's an all-terrain BF Goodrich KO2 tire, which is a very well-known, very well-built tire. It's what comes on the Ford Raptor, so it's a very good tire, and it does well in the wintertime as well, so it's a very good all-terrain tire. And this particular Bronco also has the Lux Package, so it's a high-spec, very high-spec Bronco. It's about 70,000 Canadian dollars. And what makes this one special is that we do have the manual transmission here. It's a 7-speed manual. People say it's a 7-speed. Technically, it's a 6-speed manual, but it does have the crawler gear, so it's actually unique to the Bronco. So it has a little C. I'm not sure if you can see it there. It has a little C at the bottom. It's down and to the left, and it's a crawler gear, so it's a ultra low gearing first gear. It's mainly to be used when off-road and rock crawling. So it's super cool. And when you have the 4-low 4-wheel drive engage, the gear ratio is like super high. It's like 90 or something to 1 or 7, whatever it is. It's a super low crawler gear ratio, and it makes for super easy off-roading. We also have the steel bumper, which is pretty cool. It's a lot of pretty popular option. Unfortunately, with the manual though, It is quite a rare option, which is unfortunate because Ford introduced the Bronco and they brought the manual to it, which was cool because I think people wanted the manual, but people aren't buying it. I mean, I'd say 90% of the Broncos are automatics, which is unfortunate, but I mean, that's the reality of things. The automatic can be mated with a bigger engine, the 2.7 liter V6. This engine, the 2.3, it's got great power. It's not like it's not slow by any means. It is a 4-cylinder, so it's not doesn't have quite the torque of the V6, but it still makes great power. And at highway speed, I mean, you have plenty of passing power. And again, with the 7-speed manual, this transmission is like the easiest manual transmission I think I've driven ever. It's the clutch engagement is like super. It's almost like it's super wide. Like it engages like in like almost different spots. It's really weird to use. It engages really easily. I mean, it's definitely the easiest manual I've ever driven. One thing I do want to mention now that we're on the highway is the hardtop. So we have the hardtop, which is definitely, in my opinion, is the better option. It is much quieter than the soft top, and it's also can prevent leaks a little bit more. Although there was some problems with the hardtop leaking, they have now been fixed. But it does make it a little bit quieter. We also have it's also a 4-door model. You can get a 2-door as well. The 2-door model actually comes standard with the hardtop, whereas the 4-door comes standard with the soft top, which I'm not sure why Ford did it that way. I'm sure they knew that people would be getting the hardtop, or at least would want the hardtop more, which is the case. I mean, hardtop sales are definitely way more than soft top. But this being the Lux package, we also do have lots of great. I mean, we have all the safety features. We got adaptive cruise control. We've got heated steering wheel, heated seats, any safety thing you can imagine. We've got, being the Badlands model, we do have the sway bar disconnect, which is a feature of the Badlands model and exclusive to the Badlands model. It also comes with the Raptor, but this is we have sway bar disconnect. We have front and rear lockers, which is pretty cool, which is something you get with the Sasquatch, but it comes standard with the Badlands, which is super neat. Makes for off-roading very easily. Now, one thing you do lose with a manual transmission is the trail turn assist. That's a feature that Ford introduced for the Bronco, and it basically allows you to make tighter turns while off-road. It will lock one of the rear wheels, and it kind of allow you to like sort of skip around a curve or a turn, and it'll kind of bring your wheel around and make it, you know, your turning radius more tighter. But they took it out of the manual because I think it just has to do with the ABS system and all that, and it would make it too hard to engineer that way. So you do lose the trail turn assist. But other than that, I mean, this transmission is great. It shifts super smooth. There's no, it's not like hard to put into gear or anything. You know exactly what gear you're in, and I mean, I have like no complaints with it. And again, as I mentioned, it's like the easiest manual transmission I've ever driven. It's like engages super easily, and you can completely tell what gear you're in at all times. And with the crawler gear, I mean, it makes off-roading super easy. I think people usually make the manual transmission harder to off-road, but it's not hard at all. I mean, in reverse, same thing. You just throw it in reverse. Maybe it's the way the throttle is mapped and tuned. It makes it super easy to start. I mean, you can. I think the anti-stall is super aggressive, so it doesn't allow it to stall very easily, which is probably one of the reasons why it is so easy to like just get going. yeah, this transmission is fantastic. No complaints whatsoever. I mean, Ford did a great job. Unfortunately, I can't see the manual lasting that long. I mean, if sales aren't where they at and it's costing them money to make it, like, I can't see them keeping it for a while. If people aren't buying them, they're not gonna keep making it. And we're pulling back into the dealership here. Nice thing about the Bronco, very off-road focused. Don't have to worry about speed bumps or big driveways. It'll drive over basically anything. It's got like the ground clearance like crazy. But that'll pretty much do it for this video. If you want to see more Bronco content, I'd love to make videos on them. So if you want to see more stuff like this, feel free to subscribe, give the video a like, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.